All right, let's talk about corporate gifting. You know the feeling, right? It's the holidays, you're excited, you're waiting for that gift from your company, and then it shows up like weeks late. The party's over. It's super frustrating, and it happens all the time. So today, we're going to dig into why this is such a common problem, and even better, what's being done to finally fix it.
And listen to this. This quote from a remote employee, man, it just says it all. My Diwali gift arrived so late that it was almost disappointing. It's not about the package, is it? It's about missing out on that special moment. Suddenly, this thing that was supposed to make you feel appreciated just makes you feel, well, forgotten. It's a gesture that completely backfires.
So why does this keep happening? I mean, companies aren't trying to mess this up, right? They've got the best intentions, they're spending time, they're spending money, but something is clearly broken in the process. What is going on?
And that story we just heard? Yeah, that's not a one-off thing. Check this out. Almost 40% of businesses failed to get their gifts delivered on time. 40%? That's not just a little oopsie, that's a huge, widespread problem.
Okay, so let's get into the diagnosis. It's time to deconstruct this gifting chaos and really understand what's at the root of it all.
So here's where it gets kind of wild. Companies are spending, get this, over 100 hours planning these gifts. 100 hours! And yet, after all that work, more than half the employees are still unhappy with what they get. How does that even make sense? There's a huge gap here between the effort and the actual impact.
Well, it turns out there are a few core challenges, a few usual suspects. First, you've just got the overwhelming volume of gifts. It's a logistical nightmare. Then, you're dealing with all this manual data. We're talking endless spreadsheets and email chains. On top of that, you have zero real control over your vendors. And to make it all worse, it's usually planned at the last minute. It's basically a recipe for disaster.
But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be this chaotic. We're actually at a turning point. A whole new way of thinking about gifting is starting to take hold.
And this quote really nails it. While gifting is a tradition, the process doesn't have to be. And that's the key, right? The idea of giving a gift is great. It's timeless, but the way we've been doing it, that's what's stuck in the past. That's what needs to change.
So what's the upgrade? It's something called a smart gifting platform. Basically, it's a digital tool that's built to fix all those problems we just talked about. It automates everything, it adds a personal touch, and it just makes the whole thing work smoothly. All right, so that's the idea. But how does it actually work? Let's see the solution in action.
Just look at the difference here. The old way, 100+ hours of manual work for HR. The new way, that effort gets cut in half. You trade those messy, endless email chains for one clean, automated portal. And the best part? You go from employee dissatisfaction to actual employee joy because they get a choice.
And the process is just so simple. It breaks down into 4 easy steps. First, the company picks out a nice list of products. Step 2, they create the online portal. Step 3, and this is the best part, the employee gets to log in and pick what they actually want. And finally, the shipping just happens, automatically. It's that easy. No fuss, no chasing people for addresses.
So when you look at the benefits, they're pretty obvious. You get seamless logistics, which means no more delays. You get empowered choice, which is huge for employees. You still get that personal touch. And you get transparent tracking so everyone knows where the gift is. It just covers all the bases.
All right, let's bring this all together. What's the real takeaway? It's that we need to start thinking about gifting as a powerful tool for connection, not just another task on the HR to-do list. Because at the end of the day, the goal isn't just to send a product, right? It's about making people feel seen, feel valued, feel connected to the team and the company. That's the whole point. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Think about your own company. Is your gifting process actually building connection, or is it just checking a box? Because honestly, the answer to that question could change everything.